Last time, Dangerous Dawn needed a miracle to wipe out a 3-point deficit to advance to round 3. Well, she got that miracle. Unfortunately, it came in the form of a second pole position start that allowed her to knock out Crystal ZD. Well, today we're going to rerun that critical lap. Sam and Crystal start up front, Dawn and Fluttershy in the back. Oh yeah, that's Fluttershy, not Pinkie Pie. There's a reason I only claim slightly above mediocre. It's a close start into one, and Sam edges out Crystal for the lead. Dawn is sideways, and now Crystal spins. Sam Hall pulls away. He slides, and will take lap 4. Crystal ZD second, Dawn third, and Fluttershy fourth. Sam Hall still wins Group 14, but with the correct starting positions, Dawn is unable to make another epic comeback. Welcome back to Indiana Diecast Racing and the Death Race. Today we've got Groups 15 and 16. One of 3 remaining entries for Funky Mother Chicken Racing, Flat Out Frazier is in a Flat Out 442 called Flat Rusty. The Frage tied Daniel Vincent of Arlo Racing in round 1 for the group win with 10 points. Setting up another match for Frazier against Arlo Racing, Kay is in her Audi R8 Spider called Breezy. Kay took second behind now eliminated Magic Mike in round 1. From the A team, it's Flo, driving an off-track called Blizzard. Flo dominated his group in round 1 with 14 points. Lastly, it's Numbskull from Numbskull Racing in his Flat Out 442 called Limited Slip Differential, which he drove to a round 1 second place finish behind Ollie DeVry, also of Arlo Racing. Not many cars left that haven't faced at least one Arlo team member, as Frazier and Kay lead us from the front on lap 1. Kay jumps out front and she's quick. They spread out single file and Kay is flying. Numbskull, trouble in the final turn, and lap 1 is Kay, Frazier, and Flo. Numbskull battling Frazier as Kay runs away with the lap, gets loose in the triangle, hooks the inside wall, and loses out on 2 points. Kay with an impressive run from the front row. Flo and Frazier start up front, Numbskull and Kay in the back. It's pretty even, and Flo falls off the inside of the track. Kay trying to force her way past Frazier, who's doing all he can to block. Oh! Massive collision as they round the Hagrid turn, and Kay will once again win. This time she's all alone at the finish line. Numbskull again hung up on the wall, and Frazier's down on the sub-track safety surface. Flo spins and drives himself off the track pretty quickly. Kay gets inside Frazier and the pair fight for position. Frazier gets pushed high into the green retaining wall, resulting in a ricochet that takes out both of the Flat Out 442s. Kay extends her lead to 5 with an impressive win from the P4 position. Numbskull looks to dig himself out of the hole from the pole, with Flo on the outside. He gets a decent start and he's out front but sideways. Frazier rolls in the back and Numbskull gets tossed off the track. Kay is out front but she spins and Flo nearly drives right over her. Flo is caught up on the wall and Kay is going to rack up the turkey on yet another triple DNF lap. Everything goes from great to bad in an instant for Numbskull, as the start of lap 3 was an awful mess. Kay spins out, but I almost think it was intentional, like she was trying to train her cannon on Flo's vehicle, or at the least cause a collision to throw him off, and it works. Kay locks up her spot in round 3, while the rest of the DNF-prone group is wildly still driving for second. Lap 4 with Kay on the pole and Numbskull enjoying a front row advantage. It's dead even into 1, and Numbskull whips around the outside and takes an unlikely lead. They spread out single file, and Kay slides on the overpass. Flo and Kay tangle in the triangle as Numbskull runs away with lap 4. Kay takes second, Flo is third, and Frazier fourth. And we've got a three-way tie for second, almost making K's near-perfect victory a footnote. It's another three-car group-style runoff, only one will advance. It's a dead heat to turn one, and it takes 2 full turns for Frazier to pull out front. Numbskull spins in the back, and it's a 2-car race as Flo is all over Frazier. Lap 1 is Frazier and Flo. Numbskull will take a DNF. They rotate, and that'll put the pair of flat-out 442s on the front row. Numbskull with a good start as he takes the lead as Flo holds up Frazier, who I believe is now off track in turn 2. Again, it's a 2-car race. Numbskull spins, Flo connects, and it's Numbskull for the win. This time, flat-out Frazier suffers the DNF. Heading to the final lap, Flo enjoys a 1-point lead. And he'll take the pole on this all-important lap. Another close start, and Flo takes the lead for the first time. All 3 cars running smooth this time, and Flo of the A team will take lap 3, securing his spot in round 3 alongside K of Arlo Racing. This is the transition. Moving on to Group 16, it's Tommy Guns from Arlo Racing driving a retroactive called Broadside. Tommy barely made round 2, taking second behind Flip in round 1. From Gen X Vintage Racing, Kit KM is in Miyazaki-cha, one of 2 La Fastas he sent in. This car tied Numbskull's Muscle and Blown in round 1 for the group win. Representing miniature car racing, Bolo Brown is at the helm of a Dodge Challenger drift car called 5.0. BB tied now eliminated Heidi for the win in round 1. Lastly, Twilight Sparkle is from Monster Motorsports driving Spike, her Draftinator. Twilight Sparkle had to win a runoff in round 1 to advance behind Mrs. Nefarious. Tommy and Kit start up front, Bolo and Twilight in the back. Tommy with the slight edge, but Kit takes the lead as Bolo rolls in the back. Kit gets loose and Twilight gets past Tommy. Kit leads in reverse, but Twilight Sparkle makes the pass, and so does Tommy Guns just at the last second. Well, this one was all kinds of fun. It looked like Tommy was going to win the drag race, but Kit pulls it out, only to cough up the lead as Twilight Sparkle dives inside turn 3. Everything seems to calm down, but that pesky final straight causes Kit to wipe out, and he drops from first to third. Twilight Sparkle wins from the back row to kick off Group 16. Bolo takes the pole for lap 2, and Tommy appears to have lost his cannon. The outside lane a smidge ahead, and there's chaos all over. Bolo tosses Tommy over the wall and assumes the lead. Kit is trying like heck to pass, but lap 2 is Bolo, Kit, and Twilight Sparkle. Kit and Tommy both get wild, and that sets the tone as Tommy all but drives himself off the track. Bolo does a great job fending off Kit to take the win and put up an important 4 points. Twilight Sparkle moves up front with Bolo Brown on the outside. The outside lane a tad faster, and Bolo Brown picks up where he left off. Twilight slides, and Bolo's on his roof! Twilight blasts on by as Kit gets hung up. Kit has fallen off the track, and Tommy Guns will take a most unexpected second place finish. Bolo comes out of turn 2 with a solid lead, but blows it when he enters turn 3 too shallow. Twilight Sparkle just able to clear Bolo, but Kit can't find a way around. Twilight Sparkle clinches round 2, but second place is still pretty much up for grabs. Tommy takes a 1-point lead headed to the final lap. Kit will get the final pole position, his main competition right behind him. Bolo a little off pace, and Kit KM takes the lead. Twilight Sparkle slides and blocks, allowing Kit to run away with lap 4. They come to the finish, and ooh, massive collision, and it seemed like Tommy Guns took second. We'll go to replay just to make sure. Twilight holds second as they round the final turn, but Tommy able to accelerate down the final straight. And yes, officials are awarding Tommy second place on lap 4, as Twilight was tossed in the air just enough to allow Tommy to sneak underneath and cross the line first. That ridiculous finish will tie Tommy Guns with Kit KM for second, so we'll head right back for yet another runoff. With his lap 1 victory, Kit starts on the inside first. Tommy Guns wins the drag race and takes the lead. They're both running smooth, but Tommy Guns is pulling away and will go up 1-0. They swap lanes, and Tommy, still without his cannon, gets in front again. Kid takes a look and flies off the overpass. This one is over as Tommy Guns takes it to the house and follows Twilight Sparkle into round 2. Congratulations to Kay, Flo, Twilight Sparkle, and Tommy Guns. This has been Jim D for Indiana Diecast Racing. Be sure to check in next time for more slightly above mediocre diecast racing and the continuing round 2 action of the Death Race.